Welcome to this short demo of Tracebook QR mobile phone app for traceability. This product is designed to meet the FDA's traceability rule in a low or no cost way for certain parts of the food supply chain. The system is easy to use, and the first stage after registering is add your facility details. So in this case, we'll add the name and address of the farm, and we will select the country and move on to the next stage. So we pick United States and we click Next. And then we have a Google Map interface where we can select the location of the farm. And we're going to zoom in and drop the pin in the location of our farm. We click Next and enter the emergency contact details for traceability. And the final screen we have for adding facility is selecting the critical tracking events for that facility. For the purposes of the demo, I'm just going to select all so we can see a variety of different use cases. So the facility is added along with its location details, and next we're going to add in some products for this facility. You can see we already have a few test ones, but I'm going to add one more in here for you. All of this is automatically being synchronized to the blockchain, where the data is stored securely with timestamps and unique keys which are secure. So we select the category of the product from the FDA list and click Add. Product is updated and stored on the blockchain. Here is a list of products which we can search from, and we can edit those as well. So next we're going to go to supply chain. So the whole idea of Tracebook QR is you can have a global supply chain which is completely free for anyone to trace their products, or you can have a private supply chain which may be owned by, for example, a retailer or a large manufacturer. So the supply chain is requested and the request is either rejected or approved, and the user can then go ahead and print QR codes directly from their phone. So in this case, we're going to create 10 QR codes. This is now available as a PDF document, which we can send straight to the printer. And there we go. There are our QR codes. So next, we're going to use these QR codes to carry out some scanning and logging some critical tracking events. So we go to My QR Codes and we go to Scan QR Codes. And for my facility, McDonald's Farm, you remember I had a list of CTEs. So I'm going to pick a CTE here to show you how that process works. So in this case, we're going to pick potatoes. I'm going to log this on the global supply chain. And we go and scan the QR code, which instantly recognizes that and generates a trace QR code in the top. We can also associate our own traceability lock code, add dates and times of harvest for the product in this particular case as specified by the KDEs in this particular case, key data elements, and we can enter the harvest GPS location list. We could also place a Google map in order to get that information. So we click Finish, and the record is successfully linked with the QR code. Let's do another product for another CTE, just to kind of show a different example. So we'll scan one more of the QR codes here. And there we go, there's another trace QR code. Each QR code is completely unique and gives us a uniquely unlimited range of alphanumeric characters which we can log trace lock codes against. So in this particular case, you'll see different lists of KDEs, and notice also that I'm scanning QR codes for locations of farms and also for GTINs of products. The intention is that we would hook this up to the GS1, GTIN and GLN application programming interface so that we can easily scan barcodes, QR codes, and get the relevant information from the GS1 database. Okay, you can see the final submission here, and we're now adding in record types, for example, the delivery note in this case, and we may make a reference to the code of the delivery note. And the final part of this KDE is the transporter's name. So finally, we're going to go and look at the records which we have stored on the blockchain, and you can see the last two records which I entered here were the tomatoes. Also, in a moment, you'll see the potatoes. And all of the information that we scanned and entered has been retrieved from the blockchain and is available for traceability purposes and record keeping by the facility. And all of this information is also searchable by the facility should they need to look up a particular product or a particular facility or supply chain. So that concludes this demo. Thank you very much for looking at our innovation here, and we look forward to some feedback and hearing what you think.